and the plan is to suck every last dollar out.
It's very interesting. Here you go.
I just want to know, what are people doing? Because this is getting really scary.
Yes, sister, I'm with you. It is getting very scary for us, but for them it is going just as planned. And the plan is to suck every last dollar out of us, bring us to our knees before the currency accidentally collapses. That way we will have no other choice but to take the digital currency that is tracked, traced, and monitored and completely controllable so that they can completely control you. And this is how they're doing it. A little over a year ago, my husband made $25 an hour. We lived a good life. I didn't have to monitor the bank account. Things were good, you know. But now he got a new job, thankfully. Otherwise, we would be out on the streets right now making $46.25 an hour. Yet we are doing way worse and not doing anything differently. And here's why. Just a few reasons why, actually. So since then to now, due to the ever increasing interest rates, our mortgage has went up $300 more per month. Our home and auto insurance has went up an additional $90 per month due to no fault of our own. Groceries are an additional $120 a week. That's an additional $480 per month. Internet has went up an extra $60. The price of gas for us to travel back and forth to work we're paying at least $200 more a month there. The electric bill has went up $70 a month, and I'm comparing that to this month's bill last year using nearly about the same amount of kilowatts. So that tells me that the rates have increased, seeing as my usage has not increased. Our water has went up an extra $15 a month. Property taxes have risen an extra $1,500 per year. That's $125 more per month. That's a total of $1,340 per month that I am paying for the same exact
shit, man.
Scary.
See how Esau move, man?
Yes, sister, I'm with you. It is getting very scary for us, but for them it is going just as planned. And the plan is to suck every last dollar out of us, bring us to our knees before the currency accidentally collapses. That way we will have no other choice but to take the digital currency that is tracked, traced, and monitored and completely controllable. So that
that's what they trying to do, man. Bring you to your knees, doing away with the middle class, to have everybody begging for that damn chip, man. And that's what's happening. You see exactly what's happening, man. I'm gonna give all praises, glory, honor, and power that's due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, those who were well and I learned this truth from. All right, and salutations to you, brother, stiffly pushing this one truth. And shalom to the rest of the elect, man. All righty, yeah, this is crazy, man. Hey, you see this video, all right, this Edomite woman, all right, which is happening to everybody in America, man, which really this is a global cost of living crisis that people are dealing with, all right? Really started since, 3 years ago when them banks, it's like them businesses and shit was shutting down, all right? Some people was losing their jobs and shit like that, and they just constantly kept going up on the prices. They try to they try to temporarily increase EBT and SNAP and shit like that. But now you fast forward, now they took that surplus of benefits away, took them things away. You see, while still going up on all these prices, man. Like every time, it comes time to pay your damn bills, that should easily be damn near half a check. You dealing with all these damn bills we got to pay, man. Rent, grocery, electric, gas, phone bill, car bill, insurance, all these damn bills, man. And like she said, she said a little over a year ago, her husband was making $25 and it was cool. She wasn't worrying and they didn't really have to check the bank account. She was living life. Now you telling me a year later, all right, or a year and some change later, he's apparently making more money on paper, but yet they in a worse predicament, man. You see, and this is let this be an example for all of these middle class Americans, man. Middle class, lower middle class, upper middle class. If you ain't the elites, man, you pretty much in the same boat. Everybody is in the same damn boat. And like she said, plain as day, people can see it, is that they trying to suck you dry, man. They continuing to increase the prices on these goods, which directly means that the dollar is being devalued. All right, is worthless, man. shit is worthless. You know, any given grocery trip, man, is gonna be, man, look, there you're gonna be taxed for everything you got, man. All right. And it's only getting worse because you got it to where like India just banned exports on rice. You know, that's a staple over there in Asia. So they just banned that export. You know, you had OPEC, those oil producing countries that continuing to cut oil productions. All right, I don't know what it is, what it's at right now, but it was the last I heard it was like 2 million barrels that they was cutting. All right, as far as exports go. So all of these different countries and nations, man, are cutting out how much of their goods they can give away because they got to keep them for their own people. You know, it's to the point to where apparently the narrative they pushing is that we running short on all these fucking global resources that we can't continue to live like we was living no more. See, you had Russia, as I said, just backed out of that Black Sea grain deal. So as far as Ukraine being able to export grains and shit like that, you can forget about it, man. So as of the day, whenever this damn video came out, guess what, man? Things are only going to get worse. And I've been seeing several videos come across my feed. That's why I, went and did a lesson on it. Just dealing with the cost of living, man. Matter of fact, it was a video, so I can try to find that again. But it was a video that was comparing these times now to the economic collapse in 2008 and how this depression is much worse. See, it's like they won't even fully admit this is a depression. They talk about, economic recession and we're headed to a depression. Bro, we're already fucking there, man. Like when you do the math, when you do the math on how much you was able to get with a dollar back then during now and how much people made back then during how much they make now, we're doing much fucking worse, man. And and the worst is yet to come. Imagine when they do finally pull the plug on the dollar, the blackouts rolling in, the war and things like that. All of this built up anger and tension these people been built up over these last few years because of this fucking change in life. Bro, all that shit is going to be on the forefront, man. That's why we tell you these times are going to be so bad. That's why I say people going to break into other people's houses, spoiling their goods, man. Because people can barely afford to pay for them things now. These are Edomites. So imagine Jake. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that live in the ghettos and shit. Imagine people that's already worse off, man. You see? So they doing away with that middle class, man. So like she said, they can bring you to your knees. So whenever they roll out that CBDC, it is going to come. It's going to come with the promise of universal basic income. Okay. They constantly go into that, and it's going to come with a guaranteed, amount of money, each month, each 2 weeks, however they do it. But guess what? The catch is that it's going to be on that chip, man. All right. Lord willing, Esau just, as soon as he ready to roll out them CBDCs in America, he just present that shit with the damn chip. And that's just me speaking as a man, but I don't really see why these devils dragging their feet, man. They've fucking done away with the middle class at this point, because everybody, you either poor, all right, feeling the effects, all right, of this cost of living, or you the elites, man, who've been capitalizing off of been capitalizing off of our hard work, our slavery, and having to continue to go to these 9 to 5s, man, and just barely make ends meet, But this is, Revelation 6. Okay, this black horseman is in full effect. It says, we'll get to the point. It says Revelation 6 and verse 6, it says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see that thou hurt not the oil and the wine, which the oil represents understanding, the Holy Spirit, and we know the wine represents the truth. Okay, this doctrine, you see. But it says a measure of wheat for a penny and 3 measures of barley for a penny. Okay, and a penny during the time of the ancient Romans, going into a denarius, all right, represents a day's wage, man. So, whatever you was able to, say 10, 20, 30 years ago, a day's wage would go a lot further than it can go nowadays. You see, but scriptures is saying that to get some fucking bread, staple foods, that shit damn near about to cost you your whole paycheck, man. Dealing with this fucking inflation. You see? And I believe right before the collapse of 2008, inflation was through the fucking roof. Hyperinflation. So we seeing the same shit play out, man. We're seeing the same shit play out. You see, and this is going to lead to a lot of death, man. It's because, when the blackouts roll through, when they pull the plug on the dollar and cause the banks to shut down and, all those different things. Like I said, bro, people going to bug the fuck out. Okay. All right. And that's what's following this, man. It says verse 7. And when he opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, come and see. Verse 8, it says, and I looked and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death. It says, and hell followed with him. See that? It says, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword and with hunger and with death and with the beasts of the earth, man. You see? So that death and destruction is following this type of shit, man. This cost of living crisis. You see? The famine, the wars. Okay. And again, like I said, man, that video I was watching, it pretty much highlighted how we're already in this fucking depression. I mean, people are depressed. You see the tone of this Edomite voice, and like I said, I've came across 7 clips like this, man. I was earlier I was looking on YouTube. All right, it was a video that was going into the average salary of an American. And in the video, they said the average salary was like 50K or 56K. All right, 50 to 55K, and you go through the comments and it's like people are like, nah, man, it's really like 25, maybe 25 to 30K or somewhere around there. All right. Which, different places. All right. Different states got a higher cost of living, but I don't know, man. I don't really think it's 50 but even if it was, like, say it is, man, like if one person is making that, all right, and you got kids, you got pets, right? You got all these different things, man. You down there need a second fucking job. You see, even if you got 2 people, right? Say that is the average and you got a man and a woman, right? Making what, 55 each. All right. And that's what, $110,000 salary for a year. Okay. Well, guess what else they're going to have? Kids, right? Might have pets, might have a mortgage out on the house. Like, bro, you, hey, man, I see why it's getting to the point to where this shit's about to completely collapse because you can't do shit, man. And I believe earlier in this video, it said, matter of fact, this is survival, man. People in survival mode, man. They ain't spending money like they used to. Matter of fact, that's the reason why Target and different retail stores they cut back on production because people ain't spending money like they used to. And these people is fucking neck deep in credit card debt. See? So it's about to boil over, man. Yeah, she said, actually, we're doing things differently. We never leave or do anything. They ain't going on vacations no more. Ain't going out as much. You see? Ain't going to the concerts and things. And it's going to completely get like that, man. It's going to completely come to a standstill, man. We constantly warn you about that. You see? It says we just work and struggle to stay above water. See? They neck deep. Right? No fun, just existing in survival mode, man. That's what it's come to. We come to them times of survival, man. Okay, so it's going to get to the point to where these elites want to take everything from you. All right, and they've already said that. You see, and when they do that, all right, it will be hell on earth, man. You see, and then they're going to get a lot of you to accept that damn chip due to those reasons, man. But yeah, hey, this is just, I wanted to go into this because I've constantly come across these damn, these cost of living shorts, man. Because they about to crash this shit, man. All right. And I can see when they do, these people, hey, they true colors going to show, man. People have been pent up anger for really since that damn pandemic started, But yeah, hey, that's pretty much been the point, man. I want to go ahead and close out. Give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, death to America, Wa Baba Ball, Shalom.